Winter's fury returns UK braces for snowblast. The nation is on high alert as meteorologists predict a severe weather event that could bring the country to a standstill. The United Kingdom is no stranger to winter's chill. However, this upcoming snowstorm is expected to be one of the most intense in recent years, with forecasters predicting conditions that could rival some of the worst winter weather the country has seen. Yet, even by British standards, the upcoming weather event has set alarm bells ringing. The Met Office has been issuing updates and warnings, urging people to stay informed and take necessary precautions. A powerful snowstorm is poised to strike, bringing with it the potential for significant disruption. The storm is expected to blanket large parts of the country in thick snow, making travel hazardous and potentially dangerous. Forecasters are warning of heavy snowfall, biting winds, and plummeting temperatures. These conditions are likely to create treacherous driving conditions and could lead to road closures and travel delays. This latest blast of winter weather serves as a stark reminder of nature's raw power. The combination of snow, wind, and cold temperatures can create a dangerous environment, and it's important for everyone to be prepared. The Met Office, the UK's National Weather Service, has issued severe weather warnings across large parts of the country. These warnings highlight the potential for widespread disruption and the need for people to take the situation seriously. The impending snowstorm has the potential to cripple transportation networks, cut off power supplies, and isolate communities. With heavy snow expected to accumulate quickly, there is a real risk of roads becoming impassable and power lines being brought down by the weight of the snow. In the face of this looming threat, residents are being urged to prepare for the worst. This means stocking up on essential supplies, ensuring that homes are properly insulated, and making plans for how to stay safe and warm if the power goes out. This is not just another winter storm. The severity of the forecast has prompted comparisons to some of the most significant snow events in recent history, and the potential for disruption is high. The combination of heavy snowfall, strong winds, and freezing temperatures creates a perfect storm for potential chaos. Snowdrifts could block roads, making it difficult for emergency services to reach those in need, and icy conditions could lead to accidents and injuries. Emergency services are on high alert, bracing for a surge in calls for assistance. They are preparing for a range of scenarios, from helping stranded motorists to responding to medical emergencies caused by the cold weather. The coming days will test the resilience of the UK's infrastructure and the preparedness of its people. Communities will need to come together to support one another, and individuals will need to take responsibility for their own safety and well-being. As the snow begins to fall, the true impact of this winter storm will become clear, and the nation will need to brace itself for what lies ahead. Temperature plunge, a sign of things to come. The sudden drop in temperature is not just a fleeting anomaly, but a precursor to a more severe weather pattern that is about to grip the region. The first sign of the impending storm has been a sharp drop in temperatures across the UK. Streets that were once bustling with activity are now eerily quiet, blanketed in a thick layer of snow and ice. The mercury has plummeted, bringing with it a biting wind that chills to the bone. People are seen bracing against the harsh gusts, their faces red from the cold, their breath visible in the frigid air. In some areas, temperatures have already fallen below freezing, a harbinger of the icy blast to come. Ponds have turned into solid sheets of ice, and tree branches are encased in a crystalline layer, glistening in the pale winter sun. The sudden shift in temperature has caught many off guard. Pedestrians, unprepared for the sudden chill, are seen shivering and huddling in their coats, their expressions a mix of surprise and discomfort. Northern and eastern regions of the UK are expected to bear the brunt of the cold snap. These areas, already accustomed to harsh winters, are now preparing for what could be one of the coldest spells in recent memory. Here, temperatures could plummet to their lowest levels in years. Weather forecasts predict record lows, with some areas potentially experiencing temperatures not seen in decades. The prolonged period of sub-zero temperatures brings with it the risk of frostbite and hypothermia. People are advised to bundle up in multiple layers and take precautions to protect themselves from the severe cold. The elderly and vulnerable are particularly susceptible to the cold. Community centers are stepping up efforts to provide warm spaces and hot meals, ensuring that those most at risk are taken care of during this harsh period. The cold snap is also taking its toll on wildlife. Birds and other animals are struggling to cope with the sudden change, their usual food sources buried under layers of snow. Birds struggle to find food, relying heavily on bird feeders provided by kind-hearted individuals. These small acts of kindness can make a significant difference in helping wildlife survive the winter, while animals that hibernate seek refuge from the freezing temperatures. Hibernating creatures retreat to their burrows, conserving energy and waiting out the cold. The sudden shift in weather serves as a reminder of the interconnectedness of all living things. As humans adapt to the cold, so too does the natural world, each species finding its own way to endure the harsh conditions. The natural world is bracing itself for the full force of winter's fury. As the snowstorm approaches, both humans and animals prepare for the challenges ahead, united in their struggle against the relentless cold. Met Office issues severe weather warnings. The Met Office, renowned for its accurate forecasting, has issued severe weather warnings for much of the UK. These warnings are not given lightly. They signify a high likelihood of disruptive weather that could pose a danger to life and property. The color-coded warnings range from yellow, indicating a moderate risk, to amber and red, signaling increasingly severe conditions. The current warnings highlight the severity of the approaching snowstorm. Amber warnings, indicating a potential threat to life, are in effect for areas expected to experience the heaviest snowfall and strongest winds. Travel disruptions are almost inevitable, with roads likely to become impassable and public transportation services facing cancellations and delays. The Met Office's warnings serve as a stark reminder of the importance of heeding expert advice. Ignoring these warnings could have serious consequences. Staying informed about the latest forecasts and weather warnings is crucial for making safe decisions during this period of severe weather. As the snowstorm approaches, concerns are mounting about the potential for widespread travel chaos. The weather forecast indicates that this could be one of the most severe snowstorms of the season, with heavy snowfall expected to blanket large areas. Heavy snowfall and icy conditions are a recipe for treacherous roads, making driving extremely hazardous. The combination of reduced visibility and slippery surfaces can lead to accidents and significant delays. Motorists are being advised to avoid all but essential travel, and those who must venture out are urged to exercise extreme caution. It's crucial to drive slowly, keep a safe distance from other vehicles, and be prepared for sudden stops. Airports are also likely to be affected, with flight delays and cancellations almost certain. The snowstorm could disrupt air travel for days, stranding passengers and causing a ripple effect of delays across the country. Passengers are advised to check with their airlines for the latest travel updates. It's a good idea to sign up for text or email alerts from your airline to stay informed about any changes to your flight status. The combination of heavy snow and strong winds could lead to power outages, plunging homes and businesses into darkness. Power companies are already preparing for the worst, with crews on standby to restore electricity as quickly as possible. Power lines brought down by the weight of snow or falling trees pose a serious risk. Residents are urged to stay away from downed power lines and report them to the authorities immediately. The potential for power outages underscores the importance of being prepared. Families should have an emergency plan in place and ensure they have all the necessary supplies to weather the storm. Having torches, candles, and a battery-powered radio on hand can be invaluable in the event of a blackout. These items can provide light and access to important information when the power is out. It's also essential to have a supply of non-perishable food and bottled water, as well as any necessary medications. Stocking up on these items can help ensure that you and your family are safe and comfortable until the power is restored and the storm passes. In the face of this impending severe weather event, staying informed is paramount. The Met Office website and mobile app provide up-to-the-minute weather forecasts and warnings. Local radio stations are also a valuable source of information, broadcasting updates on road conditions, school closures, and emergency services advice. Social media platforms can also play a vital role in disseminating information during severe weather events. Following official accounts of local authorities, emergency services, and news outlets can provide valuable updates and guidance. However, it's crucial to rely on verified sources of information and avoid spreading rumors or misinformation. Staying informed empowers individuals to make well-informed decisions to protect themselves and their loved ones. By staying ahead of the storm, literally, people can take the necessary precautions to minimize the risks associated with severe weather. As the old adage goes, forewarned is forearmed. Taking proactive steps to prepare for the impending snowstorm can significantly reduce its impact. One of the most crucial steps is to stock up on essential supplies. This includes non-perishable food, bottled water, batteries, torches, candles, and a first aid kit. It's also essential to ensure that mobile phones are fully charged and that any portable chargers are readily available. In the event of a power outage, these devices can be a lifeline for communication and accessing information. Clearing driveways and walkways of snow and ice is crucial to prevent accidents. Preparing for the storm is not just about personal safety, it's also about community resilience. Checking in on elderly neighbors or those with disabilities to ensure they have adequate supplies and support can make a world of difference. By working together and looking out for one another, communities can weather the storm more effectively.